breaking the wall between children and the scientific community in Mexico. Gabriela de la Torre, PAUTA, Mexico.
Can you imagine that a young girl that joins a science club when she's 5 years old can make her family have a safe hot shower for the first time in their life? Well, Xochitl did. And she found out that she could make of her passion in science a way of living, a way of making a difference in her community. She had started in our science club when she was 5 years old. She's now entering middle school and has been working on her solar power water heater that is now used by hundreds of families in the highlands of Chiapas. She's now working and searching for a patent for her invention. As Xochitl, I believe that science and education can make a difference on how we walk in the world, how are we working together, and how are we sharing together. And today is just an example. I'm so inspired by knowing all the initiatives we have, and I know that we together are working to really work and make through the SDGs, especially the ones we're so involved in: education, gender equality, and ending of poverty. Just like that, two nuclear scientists at the National University in Mexico saw that there were no students arriving to scientific careers, and they know it was not a lack of interest, of commitment, or abilities, but a lack of opportunities. So they decided to open spaces for an open call for everyone that wanted to do science, and they wanted to share the passion they had together. So we are now working on a methodology where we have problem-based activities where children gather together and they do science in a different way. But we have one of our biggest challenges that was how to scale it up. So we found in those teachers that are doing so much in each classroom, the amazing allies that we needed. And now we're working in most communities inside the schools with a program where we train the teachers for 160 hours. They invest 4 years to have these science clubs in their communities, and they open them up and follow them up for the years. We have of the children that come in PAUTA, 30% will stay for us for 6 years, and up to 60%, sorry, and 30% will stay for more than 11 years. We have, and I want to bring the voice of 75,000 students that are doing projects that are connecting with the communities, with their problems, and are changing what they don't like, and are enhancing what they do like in their communities. For that, they started doing projects, research projects, in which they needed more and more specialized guidance. So we turn out to the scientific community in Mexico. We work at a university, we're part of a university, and we found such a generous response, not only to mentor the programs, the projects, and to be working by side with what the children want to do, but also to write letters, to have children into their labs or their working spaces, or to have talks with children one-on-one in their schools or in big spaces. We are now working with more than 1,600 scientists that actively do things depending on their time on every year. We still have some challenges. One of our most important challenges has been how to really work out with the communities, and how to enhance these opportunities for everyone. I forgot, I wanted to present to you also Fernando, who is now looking for a Peace Prize Award because his research was on forced disappearance of children in Mexico. We knew by listening to all the kids where to take the program. And they said it's not only science as you see it, it's science in our social problems also. That way, we have learned for so many communities from which we have worked together. disabled communities, indigenous communities in our country that has told us what is science for us and how we can grow together. And what we still have to work with small many communities. We know we have a migrant community that is growing. We know that we still need to grow with youngsters that are really having conflicts with the law. So I would like to thank you for opening these spaces to create these communities. I think that's the way we're going to break the wall to opportunities for anyone, anywhere, just thinking outside the box. Thank you for your recognition for our project. Thank you. Thank you, Mohammed.
Thank you, Gabriela. That was a fantastic presentation, and thank you for the powerful message. So it is time now to get some questions. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Great. So do you have any questions from our jury or our audience? Come on. Yep, we have a question from one of our juries here.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I mean, you mentioned the science clubs. So how do these clubs evolve, and what's the concept behind that? Can you explain a bit more? Yeah.
We started opening up, and children stayed for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So we had to grow the program as they work it. We work on an inquiry-based methodology, but the scientific abilities they develop go into the research projects they do. And they can be working in the same research project for 2, 3, 4, 5, like Social did, no? Or they can change, no? And they can have a mentor for a lot of years or not. What we want is for them to develop their critical thinking, for them to really have, make possible for them to have conscious and really, really informed decisions. No, that's the important, and they do it by the projects when they look at their community.
Fabulous. So do we have any more questions from our jury or our audience? So I can see our jury are really busy writing notes, hopefully not about me. Yeah, we have a question here from one of our audience. Fabulous.
First of all, thank you for the presentation, very nice.
Thank you.
And this question is also for the presenter before. Do you think of engaging also with maybe university students in order to collaborate on a science basis with the children?
When they are small, sorry,
If you would, also if there are like new students, university students, for example, which are studying any science, to interact with these communities, with these clubs.
Yes, we do. We open spaces. It's an open call, but it's also an open call from the schools, no? So they are able to come from anywhere, and it's in spaces that are common for the communities, no? That's an open space. So I hope I understood well, and we really work with girls. We really want to be working with girls and preparing, no, the scientific community to come together, but also kids to work with the scientific community. I don't know if I answer it. Yes? Okay, thank you.
Great. So we have another question from our digital jury. Yeah,
absolutely.
Right.
What has been the biggest challenge that you have faced in realizing the impact that you have, and perhaps even in scaling up the project?
For us, it was really important all the time evaluating. We evaluate children at 3, 6, 11 years, and 14 years, and then after the program. And one of our greatest challenges has been how to really assess the scientific abilities and the critical thinking, no, in their lives. So I think that has been, and the other one, just really quickly, how to listen to children, like to turn everything up to see what are they wanting, how are they living PAUTA, and where they want PAUTA to go. So it's a mindset change.
Oh, fabulous.
Thank you.
So do we have any more questions? We still have time for that? No, we don't? Yeah, with all of these knock-knock sounds, I have a lot of knock-knock jokes right now running in my head. But yeah, okay, massive round of applause here, guys, from Gabriela. Thank you very much.
Mohammed.